evening. I'm Mr. Core Appleton, and you are tuned in to BNN, the Body News Network, the only news channel broadcasting live from inside the human body. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for a breaking news alert of the highest urgency.
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Core Appleton, and you are watching BNN Body News Network, the only news channel broadcasting live from inside you. We are interrupting your regularly scheduled programming because we have a situation. As of approximately 11:47 this morning, a hostile force known only as the Sun has launched a full-scale attack. Are penetrating the outer layer of this body at this very moment, and our skin cells, they are scrambling, melanocytes are firing emergency pigment, DNA repair crews are overwhelmed, collagen fibers are starting to buckle. 1 in 5 humans will develop skin cancer in their lifetime. 1 in 5. Our field reporter, Mr. Ben Banana, is already on the ground, or rather on the skin surface. Ben, what are you seeing out there? We go live right after this. Core, Ben Banana here, reporting live from the epidermis, the outermost layer of the skin, and I have to tell you, it is chaos out here. The UV bombardment started about 40 minutes ago, and these skin cells are not prepared. The stratum corneum, that's the tough outer shield, is already absorbing wave after wave of UVB radiation. The DNA inside these keratinocytes is literally being sliced and rearranged. We're talking broken chemical bonds at the molecular level. And look, the melanocytes, the cells responsible for producing that tan people love so much, they are working overtime, pumping out melanin, desperately trying to shield the cell nuclei below. But here's the twist nobody talks about. That tan you see on the surface, that is not health. That is your skin waving a white flag. I've managed to get close to the aggressor. The Sun is hovering just beyond the surface. And I want to ask directly, Mr. Sun, why? Why are you attacking this skin? What did this body part ever do to you? We are waiting on a response. This is Ben Banana, live from the front lines of the epidermis, reporting for BNN. Oh, Ben, I love this. You humans are adorable. You call it an attack. I call it gravity. I call it physics. I call it showing up every single day, free of charge, and doing exactly what I was designed to do.
Let me be very clear. I am not the problem. The problem is that this body stepped outside at noon. Noon, with zero sunscreen, a sleeveless shirt, and the confidence of someone who once read that vitamin D is good for them. Which, by the way, yes it is. But there is a difference between 15 minutes of morning sun and 3 hours of midday grilling on a beach chair. And let's talk about what's actually helping me in here. This body is dehydrated. The skin's natural moisture barrier compromised. You know why? Poor water intake. Processed food diet. Not enough sleep last night, which means cellular repair crews didn't finish their overnight shift. I didn't break into a fortress. I walked through an unlocked door. This body left it wide open. So before you point those satellite dishes at me, Ben, maybe ask who forgot to arm the defense system.
Ben Banana again! I've moved deeper into the skin. We're now in the dermis, the second layer, and what I'm witnessing here is genuinely alarming. The collagen fibers, the structural scaffolding that keeps skin firm and youthful, they are degrading in real time. UV radiation activates enzymes, called matrix metalloproteinases. Yes, that is their real name. And these enzymes are essentially scissors cutting through your skin's support structure. This is why sun damage causes wrinkles. Not just cosmetically, this is biological infrastructure collapsing. Meanwhile, blood vessels are dilating. That's the redness you see after sunburn. Immune cells called Langerhans cells, which normally patrol this layer looking for threats, are being wiped out by UV exposure. Literally, the very guards protecting the skin are casualties of the assault. And I went back to the Sun because I had to ask the harder question, Mr. Sun, beyond just being the Sun, what habits is this body practicing that are making your attacks significantly worse? What are you feeding on? Ben Banana, live from the dermis. Stand by, Core. The answer coming next might sting.
Oh, now you want the full story? Fine, let's go through it. Habit number 1, no sunscreen. None. Not SPF 15, not SPF 30, nothing. You know what sunscreen does?
It absorbs or reflects my UV rays before they reach the DNA. Without it, I have completely unobstructed access to every skin cell nucleus in this body. It's like attacking a city with no air defense. Habit number 2, smoking. Oh yes, this body smokes, and smoking destroys vitamin C, the very molecule skin uses to build collagen. I'm breaking collagen with my radiation, and the smoking is preventing the repair crew from restocking the building materials. Beautiful teamwork, honestly. Habit number 3, chronic stress. Stress elevates cortisol. Cortisol breaks down collagen and suppresses the immune response, meaning those Langerhans cells your reporter mentioned? Stress already had them undermanned before I showed up, and the diet. Processed sugar, fried food, minimal antioxidants. Antioxidants neutralize the free radicals I generate during UV exposure. No antioxidants? Free radicals run wild, damaging cell membranes, accelerating aging, increasing cancer risk. I'm not a villain, Ben. I'm a stress test, and this body is failing it spectacularly. Welcome back. I'm Mr. Core Appleton, and this is BNN Body News Network. If you are just joining us, where have you been? We have a full-scale solar assault in progress. Breaking news, damage on this body's skin. The situation has escalated significantly since our last update. Here is what our data teams are showing us right now. DNA strand breaks in the epidermal keratinocytes have increased by an estimated 40% since the assault began. Collagen degradation in the dermis is accelerating, and perhaps most critically, the body's natural antioxidant reserves are running dangerously low, meaning free radical damage is now spreading unchecked through multiple skin layers. Our medical analysts here in the studio are flagging something deeply concerning. When DNA damage outpaces the body's repair capacity, mutations can accumulate. And accumulated mutations in skin cells are the opening chapter of a very dark story. The word nobody wants to say is melanoma. Mr. Banana remains on the ground inside the skin. Ben, we need answers. Specifically, we need to know if there is any way to stop this. Back to you. Ben Banana here, and I have gone as deep as I can go without leaving the skin entirely. I am now at the basal layer, ground zero for long-term skin damage, and what I am seeing here is genuinely chilling. These basal cells are the skin's manufacturing plant. They divide constantly, producing fresh cells that travel upward to replace the ones above. But right now, several of these cells have visibly abnormal nuclei. Their DNA has been damaged by UV radiation, and the repair enzymes, the ones called nucleotide excision repair proteins, are overwhelmed and falling behind them. Has deployed P53, a tumor suppressor protein, and it is working desperately to either fix these damaged cells or trigger their self-destruction before they replicate the damage further. This protein is essentially the body's last internal defense against skin cancer development, but here's what keeps this reporter up at night. P53 can only do so much. Push it hard enough long enough and it breaks too. I turn back to the sun one final time. One last question, the question every listener needs answered today, Mr. Sun. What would actually stop you? What weakens your attack? What does this body need to do right now? Fine. You want my weaknesses? I cannot believe I am doing this live. Sunscreen. Broad spectrum SPF 30 or higher applied before going outside, not after, not during, before. UVA and UVB filters literally intercept my radiation before it reaches the DNA. Reapply every 2 hours. Wear a hat. Wear protective clothing. Seek shade between 10 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon. That is my peak power window. Use it against me. Antioxidants, vitamin C, vitamin E, beta-carotene, these molecules hunt down the free radicals. And I generate inside the skin and neutralize them before they shred cell membranes. Eat real food, berries, leafy greens, carrots, nuts. Seriously, your diet is either your armor or my ammunition. Hydration. Drink water. A well-hydrated skin barrier is significantly harder for me to penetrate. Dry, compromised skin, open invitation. Sleep. 7 to 9 hours. That is when your DNA repair enzymes do their best work overnight. Every hour of sleep you sacrifice is repair work that does not get done. And stop smoking. I said what I said. Give this body those things consistently, and I become genuinely manageable. I am not asking to be canceled. I am just asking to be respected. Even I have limits. Barely. But they exist. Core, something is shifting in here, and I need you to see this. The body is fighting back. I don't know what happened in the last few minutes. Maybe someone finally moved into the shade. Maybe water was consumed. Maybe the psychological weight of this broadcast reached the brain, but the cellular environment is changing. The melanin canopy above the basal cell nuclei is reorganizing, forming a more protective shield. DNA repair enzymes are visibly active. I can literally watch nucleotide excision repair happening at the molecular level, strand by strand, break by break being fixed. The fibroblasts in the dermis, those collagen-producing cells, are receiving chemical signals to resume synthesis. It is slow, it will take time, but the machinery is turning back on. Langerhans cells, the immune sentinels that were decimated earlier, their numbers are beginning to recover at the edges of the assault zone. This is what the body is capable of when given even a fraction of what it needs. It does not need perfection, it needs consistency. Water, rest, nourishment, protection. The sun is still present, still powerful. But for the first time this afternoon, the skin is pushing back. This is Ben Banana, reporting live from the most remarkable battlefield I have ever covered, the human skin. Back to you, Core. And that is how the body fights back. I'm Mr. Core Appleton. This has been a BNN special report. Solar assault, the sun versus your skin. And here is the final verdict. The sun is not going anywhere, it never will, but the damage it causes is not inevitable, it is largely preventable, and that is the most important sentence we have broadcast today. Here is your action brief. Apply broad-spectrum sunscreen every single morning, SPF 30 minimum. Wear protective clothing and a hat in peak hours. Eat foods rich in antioxidants. Color on your plate means protection in your cells. Drink water. Sleep, manage your stress. And if you smoke, today is a reasonable day to stop. Check your skin regularly. See a dermatologist annually. If a mole changes shape, color, or size, do not wait. Early detection of skin cancer saves lives. Consistently, dramatically, your skin has been protecting you every single day of your life. It asked for very little in return. Give it sunscreen, give it sleep, give it water, give it the diet it deserves. This has been BNN, Body News Network. If this episode made you think, made you laugh, or made you quietly reach for your SPF, then we did our job. Please subscribe to the channel, like this episode, share it with someone whose skin you care about. We will be back with another live report from inside. You stay protected out there. I'm Mr. Core Appleton. Good night.